Hello. I don't know what that was, but this is video log 110, and currently it is 2:33 p.m. CST. It's been probably like a month and a half or so since I've posted a video, mainly because I've been busy with my summer working and, trying to put myself out there more often. I say that, but I actually spent, like the last month or so kind of isolating myself. I mean, I do have a couple of friends that I hang out with sometimes, even though I'd like to go out more. And I have like a few minor modifications I would like to make in my life. Improving, well, I don't know. I've just been pondering about a lot of aspects of my life that I'd like to modify and tweak to kind of make it more satisfying and whatnot. I don't know. I guess I've been talking about making other videos as opposed to the vlogs I typically make. And I did get a camera. I got a tripod as well. The camera I got was a Canon EOS M50, and it works pretty well as 4K video. I don't know how many megapixels it is or what kind of resolution the camera is. I didn't really look at all the specs, but it was a refurbished camera that was about $500 on Amazon, so I decided to get it. Because why not just keep myself busy? And it's nice to have a high quality camera for when you're exploring the city and whatnot. And aside from that, I don't know. I haven't been doing much. But I did run into a few recruiters for the Chicago Police Department, and I was considering it. But I was looking at the examination and whatnot to see how it is, and it looks pretty easy, of course. So I was considering that. Of course, there's like, the entry exam, and then there's like a police academy you have to go through for that, which is a few months and whatnot. So it would serve as a good safety net for my situation for the time being. It's either that or I decide to have a more volatile time period throughout the fall and the winter if I decide to pursue a different path, or I work for the Chicago Park District more. Which I'm fine with, it's just like I've heard from a lot of people in the place that I'm working at right now, it's hard to go up the ladder. So there's a lot of lateral movement, and you can get a year-round position pretty easily if you do a decent job, which I've been offered a couple of times, which is not too bad. It's about $55,000 a year. It's enough for me to make a living at the very least, and with that rate, I could probably pay off my debts within a year or so. So it's not horrible. Maybe a little bit boring. I mean, because it's basically what I'm doing, except for during the winter. So, like cleaning things in bathrooms and being a park attendant in the conservatories and whatnot. It's not like you're even really doing any kind of horticulture stuff or irrigation or any kind of design or higher thinking stuff. But it works out for the most part. I'm still trying to modify those aspects of my life, but overall, I'm pretty happy, And I guess I do think about like having. I'm pretty comfortable for the time being, and when I'm comfortable, I tend to think about having a companion, or, girlfriend or whatever. I was thinking, it's like, okay, well, I can just sit around inside all day, so I do go outside sometimes to see, just I don't like cold approach people or anything like that. I don't think I would. It would depend on who the person is. If I ran into them a couple of times, then I'd probably say something as opposed to just walking by them. But for the most part, I haven't ran into a situation like that. So like I feel like in most aspects my life is okay for the time being. I have a lot of options and a lot of potential safety nets for my finances and whatnot, and I have a couple of friends here and there, and I made some friends at work as well, so that's nice, I guess. There was like this guy that I met named Roger. He started working a few weeks ago, and he does this as a seasonal job. I think he's worked in the Chicago Park District for a few years seasonally, because during the school season he's a teacher for the Chicago public schools and whatnot. So that's cool. Yeah, I think he may have just turned 30, so he's like only 3 years older than me. And I guess my birthday was 5 days ago, so I just turned 27. God, I feel old. But yeah, I'm 27 now. I feel old. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say other than that. But yeah, I mean, like I did find a few other nooks in the city that I may go to and whatnot. Um, yeah. But yeah, if I have any updates about like these videos that I want to do eventually, if I'm, in the mood for it, I kind of lost that wave of inspiration. So I don't know. I'm hoping I get another wave of inspiration for something else. But yeah, for the time being, I'm pretty much coasting and enjoying myself because again, I guess it's summer and I've been enjoying the weather. I've been going to the beach though, so I haven't done that. I spend a lot of time outside anyways, so I get a lot of sun, plenty of vitamin D. um, yep, yeah, my life hasn't been too exciting, as you can see, but I think I really want that exciting of a life. Kind of enjoying what I have now, at least. Maybe my life will get exciting in the next few years. The pace has been really slow for me because of this shift I've been going through with my finances and kind of restabilizing myself for the next part of my life and whatnot. I can kind of tell there's this is definitely a different part of my life that I'm getting into right now. It's just I haven't really cut off all of the baggage that I used to carry in the past, so I'm kind of still processing a lot of the emotions that were kind of clinging on to those memories and whatnot. So, for the most part, I'm over. I feel pretty light. Yeah. I guess I said that I went through all the processing, but it's still happening every once in a while. I mean, I guess you can't completely get over it, but it's enough for me to function in life for the most part. I can take care of myself and I can live a pretty minimalistic life for the time being. So, I mean, like, the other thing is, like, the general apathy I still have for the world, which I still, for the most part, I actually have found ways to combat it, is actually, creating a goal, and a goal that you can actually, sign up for and whatnot, and just aiming for that, and that's typically, I mean, that's why the apathy is coming in for me now, is because I had a goal, like, 10 months ago, to move here and stabilize myself away from my own family and gain independence and sustenance through just doing everything myself, and I have reached that point pretty much. So now I just have to set another goal, and I just don't know what that goal is yet. So the apathy and then my old habits are kicking in when I didn't, have something to aim for. So I think I'm going to spend a decent amount of time thinking about what I want to do next with my life. So. Not too much to the point where I'm not going to do anything, but yeah, because I've gotten myself into that rabbit hole before and never ended up being productive, obviously. But yeah. I think I guess a side note, which I don't really have to say for this, is I've been saying I want to go to the gym more or running or something like that. Yeah. See how it goes. So I'm going to try to make a workout routine. I kind of want to find a private gym, actually, even though it's going to be more expensive, but I prefer to go to a private gym than the public one that I'm going to as of now. There's too many people in the area that I'm in, so it's kind of hard to use the machines to a fluid extent in which you're actually getting the workout you want within that time period. If you're doing, like, I don't know, some people like doing like high intensity interval training and stuff. My dad likes doing that, and it helps him out with his hormones and all the good stuff you get from exercising, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I have like some kind of testosterone deficiency, because I'm not like, at least the guys that I work with, they're like fucking monkeys when it comes to girls, at least. I'm just kind of like, I look at somebody, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe, I don't know if that's like, maybe that's, I feel like I do have like a minor testosterone deficiency, which I probably had for ever since I was young, my adolescence and whatever. And usually the best way to combat that is probably going to the gym, because I have a actual weightlifting, because I do have a good diet. I sleep well every night. I don't see anything that is actually causing any kind of decrease in my testosterone levels. I don't know, like, this is just, I'm just kind of splurging at this point, or not splurging, but word vomiting because I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost. I think. Wait. I guess the other thing is that my seasonal job ends in October, so I really do have to figure some things out. uh, anyways, I think this is the end of my vlog. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.